searing heat as the fire hits the wall, the cry of anguish as another hero falls, the deafening sound of steel on steel, a further wounded soldier to heal. Enemy lines as far as you can see, diminishing hope for the warriors of the free. Can we stand and fight until night falls? Will we ever see again the beautiful Edoras halls? I cannot stop to think as the battle rages on, with the hope in my heart of valor worthy of song. But there's no point in a song with no one left to sing. But still we stand firm for Theoden King. Thank you. How did we get here?
There was once a young hobbit from the Shire, whose cooking skills I didn't admire. I said I'll risk it, and ate a large biscuit, which made me burp and perspire.
I started travelling slowly, and then my worst nightmares came true. I heard the sound of a horse, and galloping behind me at great speed was my wife Passionor. Oh no! How did she find me? I sped up on a flight to the ford.
Come back! Come back! To Hobbiton I'll take you!
Go back, and trouble me no more. Rubyrae will be expecting tea soon. And with that, the pain of the wound got too much, and I remembered no more. Thankfully, somehow, I found myself in Rivendell.
It's a house in Eredluin, built deep beneath the stone, and though many a traveller disagrees, to me I call it home. Though Mythor can't be found there, it's still like treasure to me. You can keep your Mickle delving, your Kellendon or Bree.
It was as I approached the stable, heart firmly set on ending my life in war, that my eyes met with the fairest sight, and one which would change my life forever. Her name was Envinyata, and I blushed as I viewed her beauty. She spoke, and I was speechless, like a warrior struck by the mightiest blow. It was a feeling that was unknown to me, as I had experienced little love other than that for the hand that fed me. We spoke, and she told me that she was from Mirkwood, but had visited these lands to see for herself the ruins of Eredluin. I felt myself in a trance, and the beauty and enthusiasm with which she spoke made me want to witness these sights for myself. We walked for hours and saw buildings that must have looked wondrous in their day. Envignata spoke to me as we stood at the ward spire, and I looked eastwards. Lord, dost thou agree that these lands are indeed beautiful, as I would not wish to detain you if you have pressing matters in other lands? I replied, however fair this land must have been in its prime, it cannot compare to the beauty that I see in your face, and for that joy that you have given me, more in a few hours than I have ever felt in my whole life, I will never leave your side.
A frame so weak and gentle at first sight could slay a man or bring him to his knees. But the meekest looking animal can have the biggest bite, and the kindest smile can fool you with its tease. Pashwin was a lady from the little town of Dale, and many men fell for her alluring charm. If it were a wealthy man, she would play along without fail, and for a short time the couple's lifestyle would be bliss and calm. But whilst Pashwin liked the money, her interest would soon wane in the lover who was financing that life. And the end of the relationship very soon came, when the besotted man would try to make her his wife.
Extra wine and food if we manage to complete a task. The task is a play about the farmer's fair.
How degrading. There's no way I'm taking part in this.
We have to wear masks.
Good. I've been hoping since you came in here that you'd be putting something over that ugly face of yours. How dare you? She's beautiful.
Look, they are animal masks. A duck and a pig.
Blango should probably be the pig. And you should probably be the chicken. Right, that's it. I've no intention of taking part. I'm leaving the burrow.
With that, Pashadan actually did try and leave the big burrow, and it took lots of effort to stop him. I had to actually come and run to the rescue myself, and use all of my great persuasive skills. Old man Waddle, he fell into a puddle that'd been left there by the rain. He nearly missed it, but his leg hit a twist, and with a big splash down he came. Now I'm not joking, he really got a soaking, but it's his own fault, you see. 'Cause according to this tale, he'd had too much ale at the pony down in Bree. Well, Waddle's in a muddle in a puddle in Bree. Well, Waddle's in a muddle in a puddle in Bree. Well, Waddle's in a muddle in a puddle in Bree. And he cried, oh my, and a mercy me. The people did laugh, 'cause Waddle looked daft with his legs wiggling in the air. And old Waddle frowned, I nearly drowned. Now how did that puddle get there? Well, Waddle's in a muddle in a puddle in Bree. Well, Waddle's in a muddle in a puddle in Bree. Waddle's in a muddle in a puddle in Bree. And he cried, oh my, and a mercy me. He stood up proud and laughed out loud, and he pulled a fish out his ear. Well, I'd not been wishing to go a-fishing, I'd only gone out for a beer.
Well, Waddles in a muddle in a puddle in Bree. Waddles in a muddle in a puddle in Bree. Well, Waddles in a muddle in a puddle in Bree. And he cried, oh my, and a mercy me. Well, lucky old me, so it's fishes for tea. Now should it be baked or fried? And the moral of this tale is when you go for ale, have a fishing rod by your side. Well, Waddles in a muddle in a puddle in Bree. Waddles in a muddle in a puddle in Bree. Waddles in a muddle in a puddle in Bree. And he cried, oh my, and a mercy me. Hey, Waddles in a muddle in a puddle in Bree. Waddles in a muddle in a puddle in Bree. Waddles in a muddle in a puddle in Bree. And he cried, oh my, and a mercy me.